The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to for the carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
Howdy, howdy. It's me again. Howdy, howdy. So today we're going to do something different, slightly different. We're going to do paying homage to the floppy disk. As in how genius it is. We're going to find out a little bit of information about this disk. Not the IBM version, the double density Amiga floppy disk. Cheap, unbranded disk that everyone used. Let's find out a little bit more about it as soon as I've made a video. F slide. Welcome aboard F Slock slide. Yeah, more floppy disk stuff. It worked doing some access controllers. Oh, fair play, connecting some of them up. Funny you should say that. Last 2 days I've been doing some as well. Paxton, you know Paxton? Paxton. Yeah, that's good stuff. Anyway, without further ado, let's just see what we can come up with. We're going to use... some people like it, some people don't like it. It's a bit like Marmite. ChatGPT-4. We're going to ask it what it knows about an Amiga floppy disk. Let's get on with it. Right, let's just get on with it. Right, here we go. What do you know about Amiga double 2D floppy disks? Let's just ask it a simple question. Amiga 2D floppy disks refer to 3.5-inch floppy disks used with Amiga computers, primarily for storing and running software like games, utilities and other programs in 2D, two-dimensional. 2D? Nah. Two-dimensional formats. Maybe it's right. I thought they were double density. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. A snap going high tech today with AI. Right, yeah. Honeywell. Okay. Did I do Honeywell? No. ACT was the oddball one I did. Right. The floppy disks were an essential part of the Amiga computing experience in the 1980s and early 1990s. What I want to do is find out the earliest example where it was used first, on what computer. Because they come from nowhere. It's just, all of a sudden you get a computer, it's got a built-in or a floppy disk drive that takes this certain disk. But someone has to start out from something, surely. Double density, yeah. It's not 2D, it's double density. Yeah, 2Ds, right, double density, yeah. I'm sure it was referred to as 2D as in, yeah. Anyway, here comes some key points about them. Amiga computers and floppy. Amiga computers were a line of personal computers, developed by Commodore, notable for advanced graphics, sound, and multiple capabilities. First computer, Amiga 1000, released in 1985. Various models followed. Amiga 500, Amiga 1200. Floppy disk format. Amiga systems used 3.5-inch floppy disks that were typically formatted with Amiga DOS file system. Proprietary system developed by Commodore, These disks were used to load games, never. Application of the computer. Capacity. Standard capacity of Amiga 3.5 floppy disk was 880 kilobytes in a single-sided, single-density format, though later disks could hold up to 1.76 megabyte in double-sided, double-density. The Amiga 3000 was it, or 4000 maybe? 2D graphics and software. No, it's going off on a tangent there. Disk drives. Disk drive model. Early Amiga systems like the Amiga 1 used an external 3.5-inch floppy disk drive. Right, sure it had a built-in drive. While later models often had built-in drives. Yeah, maybe, right. I don't know. I don't think so. Disk copying and piracy, we'll talk about that another day. Because the Amiga was popular with home users and hobbyists, disk copying and piracy became a part of the culture. The relatively low-cost floppy disks were used to copy, leading to the spread of cracked games and software. Right, very good, very good. Floppy disk drive failures and preservation. Wear and tear, data prevention, what's that say? Preservation. Right. Anyway, none of that's not that interesting. Remain nostalgic, iconic part of computing. Yeah, it does. They put out a USB, a GoTech drive, where it's on a USB stick, but then they're going back to the old computers because they want to experience, what they used to do, but then they're using a USB drive to get straight to the game, rather than put the floppy disk in and wait for it to load anyway and listen to all the sounds. What's wrong with that? So I'm going to ask it one question. What was the earliest I could spell? I can't spell. Earliest. Est. I don't know how to spell. Why doesn't it correct it for me? Earliest. Right, let's right click on it. Earliest. Right, I'm useless at this, aren't I? Earliest example of the 3.5-inch floppy disks, i.e. its origins. 3.5 floppy disk in 1982 by Sony. Yeah. And it was the first of its kind to offer a compact, durable form of data storage. It marked a significant advancement over earlier floppy disks, like the 8-inch, 5.25. Origins of the 3.5-inch disc predecessor. Before the 3.5-inch, the most common floppy disks were 5.25 and 8-inch. Alright. The 5.25 flop was widely used in the 1970s. Sony development. Sony was already known for its work in the development of magnetic recording media. Introduced the 3.5-inch floppy disk in 1982. It was designed to be more durable and portable than its larger counterparts. The key feature of the 3.5-inch disc was its rigid plastic casing, which protected the floppy disk's magnetic disk from dust, dirt, and physical damage. This was a significant improvement over the flexible, exposed nature of the 5 1/4. Yeah. Early adoption. Initially, the 3.5-inch floppy disk was marked under the name micro disk. Oh, right. So it's not floppy disk; it's a micro disk by Sony. The first major company to adopt the 3.5-inch disc was Apple Computer, which began using it in their Apple Macintosh computer released in 1984. The Macintosh was one of the first personal computers to standardise on the 3.5-inch floppy disk format, making it more widely known and accepted. Following Apple, other companies, including IBM and Commodore, also adopted the format for their computers. The disk format and evolution. Early 3.5-inch floppy disks had a storage capacity of 400 kilobytes. Single-sided, single density. Okay. Which was later increased to 880 kilobytes. Double-sided, double density, and later by 1.44 megabyte high density in the early 1990s. This made the 3.5-inch floppy disk much more practical, storing larger files than earlier floppy formats. Over time, the 3.5-inch floppy became the dominant form of data storage in personal computers in the late 1980s and early 1990s, being used by nearly all major PC manufacturers and software distributors. Decline and legacy. In the mid-1990s, CD-ROMs and latest USB flash drives, yeah, we don't want to know about them. In summary, the Sony 3.5-inch floppy introduced 1982 revolutionised personal computing. Right, okay, right, who, well, you're going to say Sony. Who designed a 3.5-inch floppy disk at Sony? Was designed by a team at Sony led by Ken Sato, who was an engineer at the company at the time. Sony introduced the 3.5 floppy disk in 1980 as part of their effort to create, yeah. Windows was 13 discs, yeah, it was, wasn't it? A lot of discs. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that as well, yeah. Crazy. Key contributions and features. Ken Sato's team at Sony developed the 3.5-inch disc, which had several significant improvements over earlier floppy disk formats. The most noticeable features were rigid plastic casing, right, protected the discs. Smaller size compared to the previous 8 and 5 1/4. Increased durability, yeah. While Sato is credited with leading the development of the 3.5-inch floppy disk, the project was a collaborative effort within Sony, with input from multiple engineers working to create the innovative design that would later become the standard for personal computer data storage. The 3.5-inch floppy disk was first marketed under the name micro disk, and over time became widely adopted by companies like Apple, IBM and Commodore, eventually becoming the go-to format for, yeah, we've already known about that. Right, anyway, let's find out something. What can you tell me about all the, what do they call it? Holes in the back of the disc. Alright, the hole in the back of a 3.5 floppy disk serves specific functions related to the disk read-write operation, write protection. Well, there, we know about that one. The floppy disk's back was side opposite the label. and the holes helped manage how the disk interacted with the disk drive. Right, here's a breakdown of the key holes you typically find in a 3.5 floppy disk. Right protection hole, notched hole. Location: the hole is located in the top left corner of the back of the disk. Let's just go to the model a minute. Back left corner of the disc, there it is. Okay. Purpose is used to prevent accidental data overwrite or erasure. When the write protect hole is uncovered, the disk is write protected. This means that the disk drive cannot write new data to the disk or modify existing data. When the hole is covered with a piece of adhesive or slider on the disk can be written to. This feature was particularly useful when the user wanted to preserve the data. Index hole, notched hole for rotational position. Located near the centre of the disk's backside. Purpose, right, so this notched hole. Centre of the disk, let's have a look. Right, I'll tell you what, I've missed out on the back of this. The actual disc. There's nowhere to drive the disc, so I haven't finished this model yet. I've just realised, yeah, so there's a notched hole on the back of the disc. Hang on. So I think they're on about this notched hole there, maybe. Don't know. Or they're on about one of these. We'll find out. We shall find out. Right. Right, the hole is used by the floppy disk drive to track the rotation position of the disk as it spins. It helps the drive identify the beginning of the track or the location of sectors on the disk. You just notice there. As the disk spins, the drive sensor detects the index hole. The drive uses information to synchronize the read-write head with the correct track on the disk. This hole is necessary for the drive to correctly read and write data by keeping track of the disk's rotation. Hub hole. Location: the center of the disk where the spindle of the disk fits. This hole allows the floppy disk to be mounted into the spindle of the disk drive. The spindle holds the disk securely in place and spins it as the drive reads from and writes to it. The hub hole also ensures that the disk stays aligned with the drive's read-write head during operation. Additional holes, optional. Some floppy disks feature extra holes that were not standard on all disks and drives. These might have been part of a proprietary system or used by additional functions like hardware-based copy protection. However, these additional holes were not typically used on all 3.5-inch disks. I've got something there. I have to spin the disc. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I've got to modify that model later on. Summary of the functions: write protection hole, index hole, and hub hole. These features allow floppy disks to be more reliable. Right. So, what they're saying is, these other holes, then they're just, and these bits are just to make it sit in the drive better. And I've got to, when I slide that over, I need another one with a picture of it slid over, don't I, really? Both sides, so I need to double that. Then put in the actual disc, and also the spinny bit, and maybe even a label, so, but yeah. That's for another day, so... what else is there to say about this disc? Not a lot. Right, let's ask it something else. What is the most common problem with these? Floppy disks.
WYZ, I think it was. GABZT. 450, Dave.
Most common problem with 3.5 floppy disks typically stem from limitations of the magnetic media and a physical wear and tear that can occur over time. Here are the most frequent issues. Data corruption. Over time, magnetic material on the disk can degrade, leading to data corruption. Normal wear, heat, humidity, magnetic fields. Effect. Files might become unreadable, or the disk might fail to load properly, causing programs. Yeah. Physical damage. Plastic casing on the disk can break, crack. Protective shutter could get damaged. If the disk casing or shutter is damaged, internal magnetic disk, right. Dust and contamination, sticking or jammed shutter, alignment issues, magnetic field wear, poor manufactured quality early disks, prevention, mitigation. Right, so I want to know now, what was I going to ask you? Okay, what was the date of last manufacture? The last 3-point floppy disks were manufactured in 2011 by Sony, which officially ceased production of the disks in that year. Sony had been one of the last major manufacturers of floppy disks, and its decision to stop production marked the end of an era for once dominant storage. So 2011, that's when I started collecting Amigas. Back again, yeah, started collecting them after I sold up in 1993 or 2. Key points: 2008, Sony announced the final production run of 3.5 in floppy disks, ceasing manufacturing due to the widespread adoption of newer high-capacity storage technology like USB flash drives, external drives. Right, by this time floppy disks largely obsolete. Yeah, obsolete. Obsolescence. The Sony decision over manufacturers that stopped working floppy drives remaining stocks and used disks. While used or refurbished floppy disks might be still available, new disks became increasingly rare. Right. Okay. So what else can we ask about this disk? So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a little break from it, and I think we'll put in the spinny bit. Let's put the spinny bit in. We've got to have this spinny bit, otherwise we're not right. So I'm going to just measure that. So I'll get it right. So 32.5. No. 32. So we'll go over here. $32mm, and it's going to be obviously 32mm from there. Yeah. So 32mm from this side. And is it 32mm from all sides? No, it isn't. Not. Oh, yeah, it is actually. 32mm from the bottom. Oh, hang on, we're going to have to come from here. And is it 32mm from? Yeah. So 32mm from there. And is it 32mm from the? No. It's a bit more from the top. It's 35mm from the top. So top of there, it's 35mm. So in there should fit something that's round. Let's see what we've got size wise. So we've got 26mm. Now I've got 26mm this way. Yeah. That's good. So we can put in a circle. Right, so what we'll do is we'll just draw a line, 13mm and 13mm. Put in a circle. Right, that's the plastic.
G4 IKP, 2E0 KP.
Now we've got to step it in a bit. Looks like
425 is fine. There was nobody there when I checked a minute or
looks
two
like
ago, so
one
QS wide 425.
mil. Is it 1 mil? I'd say it's 1 mil. Right, so we want 1 mil, 2 mil off it, so another one at 24 mil. No, well, so said it was 26, didn't we? 13 mil, 26. That's it. Take off. That needs to be 12 mil. Okay, so 12 mil. That's good. And we have a square in the middle. A rounded square, which looks like it's 5 mil, 4.5 mil by 4.5 mil. So let's zoom in a minute. So 4.5 mil by 4.5 mil. So we need to go 2.25 that way, 2.25 that way, and 2.25 that way, and 2.25 that way. Right, there's our square, but it's got rounded holes, rounded corners. So how do we do rounded corners when it's such a small thing? We'll guess it. That's as far as it goes there. Yeah, so it's 1 mil. Is it 1 mil? That's 1 mil. 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. Right, okay, and then we're going to do that to there. It's going to complain about that, but it should still draw it. Sorry about the noise. Right, so we've got that. Right, nobody likes this live stream. Shame. Oh, it's done. What's it done there? It's done something horrible, isn't it? It's not even on the line. That must be zoomed in too much. Yeah, you can't with this program. With this program, you can't. Yeah, you can't always do what you want to do with this program. Oh, I was just saving, not crashing out. That's nice and smooth, and that's all jagged. I can see why people don't bother with this program anymore. Yeah, I posted this on to the Amiga groups, and you think people will be interested in Floppy. Maybe they've moved on. Maybe they've just moved on to USB sticks. But they're missing out on. Maybe you just can't get them reliable. They keep going wrong, and they don't want that. They want to reuse the computer rather than. I don't know, maybe. Trouble is, I started using them when 1988, 87. Nobody knew about them really, and they couldn't afford disk drives. You had to use, you know, floppy disks. Anyway, I've got that there. There's one more piece on the equation that is strange looking. Looks like a SIM card. Look at that there. The hole there, it looks like, I can't see it from there. Looks like a small SIM card. That shape there. There. Strange thing to have on there. It's a weird shape and everything. Oh well, I'll try and reproduce it. Right, so we're gonna put that down there. So we're gonna have to go on. Right, let's turn that off. My kids get a USB from school that's 32 gig. Seeing a Walkman in the museum, yeah. Modelling historic text. For sure, it's weird, yeah. Yeah, some weird stuff, yeah. Right, let's measure that. I suppose we measure it. So that is 5mm, yeah. So we want 5mm. What I'll have to do is I'll measure it off here. I'll come down to about there. Say 2mm. Then I'll come down 5mm. Then I'll let's just draw a rectangle. Don't know where, like that, sort of like that. Let's find out how wide it's got to be. 7.8mm. 8mm wide. 8 by 5. Right, so that's 8mm, is it? Yeah. Then there's a little corner notched out. Okay, so there's a corner notched out. Let's just guess it. It's a slight angle. Right. Okay, that's, and they've got rounded corners. But I suppose we could do a rounded corner again. Yeah, we better add. So 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. I gotta do this again. I don't know if that sound effect is too noisy, but hopefully it's not that noisy. Alright, shall I put that down a minute?
Very well and very strong, Gregory, very well. You're also secure for 10 dB and easy copy here in Southern Europe, Gregory, from Krakow. Okay, very well. Good evening. Thank you for the contact, initial contact, and bye-bye for now. Ciao.
We'll get there. Thought I'd finish this floppy disk, but no. I still haven't finished when I've done this, because you move the shutter across, you're not going to see it. Right, and these are supposed to be rounded here, but they're not. It looks a bit weird like that. Let's see if I can just do it. Let's just see if I can do a rounded. No. No. No, not quite. That might do it. Oh, the radius is too small. Right, we'll leave that like that then. Right, now we've got to grab it because it's not supposed to be like that. We're going to rotate it. So we're going to rotate it. It's got to rotate it by something like that, maybe. That'll do. Right, we can take off all these lines. It's not in the right place, we've got to move it back a bit. Right, so I've got to grab it. No, try again. Grab it. I've got to move it. Yeah, it's got to move out a bit. So we've got to move it sort of like that. Sort of like that, over a bit. Like that, maybe, yeah. Okay, so that's that. Alright, let's come out. Take some more of this off. Okay, we're still in it, so I need to colour it now, so that's going to be silver. Okay, and this is going to be magnetic colour, so synthetic. Have I got a synthetic surface? Maybe, yeah, that could probably work. Okay, let's just come out a minute. Ah, those aren't that colour, are they? What are they? Is it blue like that? I can't tell in this light. Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is blue. Yeah, it's blue. You can see straight through, yeah. Okay. Doesn't look 3D though. I know, there's like a little thing. So what we'll do, we'll go like this, go back into it. We'll go in there. And we'll put a little tiny line there. Like that. And then we'll colour it something like metal surface. Maybe this colour. Wrong one. Right, okay. Just look weird a bit. Anyway, so we've got this just looks strange. That needs to be darker, doesn't it? Because it's set back, so we need to go darker. Right, let's go darker. Find the blues. Right. Nope, don't want to do that. So I just want to paint. That's the same colour. That's the same colour. It's a little bit darker, maybe. Okay. Let's make sure we haven't messed it up. Shouldn't have done. And we've also, because it's a copy of that, we've got that there. So what I need to do now is transfer that to my main graphics. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but yeah. Oh well. Maybe that needs to go up a bit. So I need to get that up a bit there.
500 watts. 500 watts. Very, very light because I'm operating with the solar panel and battery.
It's probably better. I don't know. No. Undo move. We need to move it. 0.5. That's it. It needs to go over 0.5. That's it.
Curious about to know how is the leather condition because when
Okay.
coming through very well, start, like
Ah.
100 watts.
I know what to do.
10 to 15 to 20. Let's make leather condition as
See what I haven't done is moved them down a bit.
Maybe I try later to do some call long distance. Okay, Simon, thank you.
That needs to go down.
Here with the, the antenna and the transmitter.
It needs to go down 1 mil, yeah, 1 mil. This needs to go down a little bit, say 0.25. Right. Yeah, to make it look a bit more 3D. Yeah, that's better. Ah. Now these are in the wrong place. There shouldn't be a surface on these, that's right. Yeah, we don't. There's no surface on them. They just shine through. So you should be able to, yeah, look through them. The only surface there'll be is the thickness. So what I could do is make that slightly thicker. 0.25. Right, that's it. Now have I wrecked it? No, it's okay. Yeah, so something's happened here. Right, don't know why I've got too many lines on there. Can we get rid of one? Yeah. Okay. Oh, and we need to metal colour the edge of this. That's not metal.
Very well, Simon. Yeah, I think it's a good solution for have no noise for the receiving.
Right, okay.
It's a good solution. But also it's transmitting very well. Very well.
Yeah, that'll do.
Doing from yourself, or is
But does it stick up too far? Yeah. So what we've done, we're sticking up too far. We need to go down. Right, so we need to take the whole thing down.
Yeah, very well. Yeah. Coming down some of the things more. How is the span? How is the diameter? And which kind of condenser you have?
Yeah, we need to colour these.
Some technical detail about your road. Tell me more about your antenna because it's very interesting. Over.
Something happened. Now, undo. Right, so it's okay there. So we need to, instead of pushing it down. Yeah, it's just sticking up too far, isn't it? Or is it? Hang on. Find out. Yeah. Sticking up. Shouldn't be sticking up. Right, let's go down. Excuse me. Let's go down. 0.25. So we've lost something. No, we haven't. Okay. It's just lost something about it. I don't know. Anyway. Right, so that's that. Let's just sort that out. Save it. Alright, we'll come back to that. Okay, so we've got, yeah, something weird going on. I think it's this line we need gone. Need to colour that line there. Oh, not that one. Okay. That's better.
Thank you so much, Simon. I tried to do some more calls.
Yeah, that'll do.
Talking about it for 10 minutes and look for you again.
Okay. Not perfect, but yeah, never mind. Right, okay, that's gonna be that. I'll save that. Right, let's load up the model. And you can only see me for the last so many minutes, God knows why. Alright, back in a second. Right, so you might not have seen any of that, but anyway. Right. Yeah. Me too. Right, so this has got the wrong disc, so let's put that disc back into here. So we'll go over to this one.
Thank you so much. Bye bye, and see you again. 2 Delta 0, Oscar, Mexico, November, from Italy.
So we need to copy that.
Charlie, Lima, and Comarco. 73, ciao,
Paste in place. Right.
bye. Thank you for the call and the contact. Ciao.
So have to get rid of that, and that.
November 8, Echo, India.
That. Bring that one up here.
Very strong, 25 dB. Very nice condition from Belgium. Welcome November 8, Echo, Italy. Good evening from Italy. Welcome. Name is Marco. Mike up radio. Charlie Oscar Marco. I call in Italy to Charlie Lima Echo. Copy over. Yeah, very strong in Belgium also. India Zulu 3, Charlie Lima Echo. Oscar November 8, Echo, India. At one stage, Marco, you were 35/9, and the name is John. Okay, John. Very well. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm happy later. We have tried to do my best with the noise tonight. I'm fighting with the noise. It's very typically here tonight is high, but it's a white noise. It's not doing from trying to run here. It's white noise. Okay, so nice to meet you. Maybe we have talking before, sure. And good audio. Very, very impressive audio. Very clean. And very strong signal also. Taking almost 50. Yeah, the condition is very nice. I can always on the launch is honestly. Oscar November 8, Echo, Italy, from Italy, Zulu 3, Charlie, Lima, Echo, over. Yeah, well, thank you very much for the nice compliment. On this side, it's an Anan 7000, probably about 500 watts, and the antenna is a double bazooka, kind of like a dipole, I think you know it, and it's 11 meters above the ground, over. Okay, John, okay. Yeah, very good, it's kind of 5 meters, okay. Yeah, absolutely, you have a setup, I like it, I deal with a headset, and it's absolutely great audio. Very clean audio. Very good to talk. Yes, the power is, I don't have a back meter here on the photo line. but it's around 500 watts, 500 watts more or less. I take a look on the IP of the tube, but it's right now. Because I'm operating with the battery for both, and I cannot push too much. Okay, gracias, thank you for the contact. I try to do some all around and maybe some DX4, but very curious to know about the object. Now, John, enjoy 73 and congratulations for your SPR. Very well, and nice to meet you again after a long time. Tonight I'm lucky because I have my laptop here. Because typically you don't have any activity around when you do some conference here on that. When Italy is 2-3, Charlie Michael. Bye-bye, John. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, Marco. One question. Are you on a boat, over? Are you on a boat? Are you on a boat or are you in a house, over? No, house. I'm 30 kilometers from the north of Africa. I'm 30 kilometers. I'm in the house here. And yeah, typically the station here. Yeah, very good. I see you're near Venice. Okay, and one final thing. I remember maybe about 45 years ago, I had a very nice holiday in Rimini, over. Oh, very well. Holiday cost.
Alright, so we need to find some million bits. Let's save that. We need to find some million bits. So let's have a look for some million bits.
Yeah, Roger, I'll look at that, and I'm just going to say one more final thing, and then I'll leave you back to calling. In the year of 1980, so that's about 45 years ago also, I cycled with a group of people from Dublin, all the way to Rome.
2.5 millimeter end mill.
Oh no, cycling
End mill.
with my 2 legs, over.
See what we can find.
How many days? 10 days, over.
So I don't want them. Need 4 flute. 4 flute. Right.
Oh, I think it must have been 150.
That's like them. Oh.
And believe it or not, Marco, I'm still cycling every day.
4 flute end mill.
Congratulations, very well. I also time to time.
How many did you get? Just the one? Oh, flutes 4. Square end, yeah, that's it. 2.5 millimeter. Flute length 6 millimeter. Overall length 50 millimeter.
So Marco, nice speaking with you, and we'll talk another time, I hope.
Shank diameter 4 millimeter. It's weird size. Let's just monitor the audio. Diameter 4 millimeter. Right, so they're okay, but it's expensive, isn't it? Oh yeah, for what it is. Imagine breaking a few of them in a row. Overall length 50 millimeter. Shank diameter 4 millimeter. Should be able to use that.
We also did the tent, but we had a group of people that were helping us, and when we arrived, the tent was ready to use, and they also fed us. But yeah, 45 years ago.
I'd rather use cheap ones, but
Marco, and India Zulu 3 Charlie Lima Echo Oscar November 8 Echo India. Till the next time, Marco. Over.
Oh yeah, no problem. Come and go as you please. Yeah, no problem. You got work? You're still working, are you? 5 hours. Yeah, you're still working. Oh well.
For me, ice is not a problem. And just one final thing.
Yes.
On my signal meter,
I was just showing some. I was showing some fire. They were installing some fire alarms, and young lads. I was showing them my product, and they said I should go on Dragon's Den. But I said everyone says that when I show them. They always say the same thing. You should go on Dragon's Den. They always say that, but you don't have people just being nice to you. So I'll say that anyway. You should go on Dragon's Den. I'm too old to go on Dragon's Den. 3 PM, yeah. Coming out. It's mad, isn't it? People say... They say stuff like, you know, and you just think, well, it is at the moment this side of the world, but anywhere else is different. Right, so I need to find some milling bits. I need to order some milling bits. Because I've had a look through and all mine are too big, and my smallest hole is 2.5 mil. And I've got to tap it out to 3 mil, so I can't go any less. Unless I pot them, I got the option to pot them and then drill them manually. If my cell was international, like this. Yeah. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, probably might be cheaper on WhatsApp. Maybe, don't know if you've got WhatsApp. Maybe it'll be free. Don't know if you got WhatsApp. Don't know what they use in the US. Do they use WhatsApp? I suppose so. £96? No thanks. No, I'll spend that much on a drill, a million bit just to snap it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, save making a phone call. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't know how you get onto WhatsApp, from whether you can just request to me to add it. I don't know how it does it. I'm good with my own technology, but not with others, if you know what I mean. I'm great with my own technology. You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, so I've got to make a card for this computer at some point with a Wi-Fi web interface on it. And I thought today, because not really doing anything with my equipment. And the software, it's based around access control, but it does say factory home and office automation, so home automation. So if I don't market it as access control, I market it as home automation. But people use cloud services. They use. And they use run-of-the-mill stuff like Tasmota and all this kind of stuff. And I can make it compatible with it, but mine works standalone on a desktop. You can connect across the internet with it, yeah you can. It doesn't use a cloud service. It's hosting its own web interface, basically. This device hosts its own, doesn't use any cloud service. The only thing it uses from the cloud is the network time protocol. Yeah, go for it. It's funny. It's funny stuff. Yeah, I showed these young lads, and they're just amazed by it, because voice commands and all sorts of stuff. I showed them, and they said, "Did you make that?" I go, "Yeah." I don't know if they believe me. Anyway, right. So I need to buy some. It's got to be 2.5 mil. $7.99. Is that a lot to pay for a 2.5 mil? Quantity of 1. I just had a pinged message, so is that my friend in? Not sure. Okay. It's come up, but I don't know what. I think it's in a message. I just put it worked. I text you back it worked, but I don't know. Can't send message. Right? Why not? Couldn't send, resend. Why couldn't you send it? Can't resend. Oh, it's keep coming up. Can't send the message. Tap here to review your message. Right, I don't know. Do you know why it don't work? I don't know if the messages. I don't know if the messages on WhatsApp or just messages. Strange lots. Right, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I've got to add your number. Let's try and add. Let's copy a number. Add to contacts. Alright, save it in there. Maybe I've got to save it first. Right, let's works. Is that gonna go? Couldn't send messages. 2 messages weren't sent. I don't know. It's not seeing it. Whatever, we can do it later. Yeah, we'll have to work on that. I'll try and add you to the WhatsApp. I don't quite know what's going on. Never seen that before, ever. But anyway, we'll have a look at that later. So I need to get some end mills. They're $7.99. I'll get it for Saturday. Saturday, right? Oh, Saturday, free delivery. Right. Let's keep looking. Yeah, we'll sort that out somehow. I'll sort it out. Right, $17.99. What are these ones? 1/8. No, I don't want a 1/8. I need something else. I normally get them off AliExpress, but I don't want to wait too long for them. I could do with them quick. I don't even know if this is the right stuff for cutting plastic. It's what I've used before. It does a nice, neat job of it. They're going up in price. I don't know if it needs to be 4 flute or I'll just say 2 flute. Maybe they don't need to be 4 flute on plastic. Right, is that one again? Ball end. No, it just needs to be flat, not ball end. I think I'm going to ask ChatGPT something. Oh, that's the wrong one. Right.
because they're not working with
Right, let's go chat GPT again.
the transmitter and the amplifier. Very, very
2 mil polycarbonate. Carbonate on a CNC 6040 2.5 millimeter. What is the best bit to get? Depends on lots of stuff. Sign up. Stay logged out. Let's see who this is. Oh, got someone coming up now. Shall I answer it? I do. Yeah, you're on. I got you. Yeah, I got you. I'm just gonna go on. I'm just gonna go on in. Alright. Right, so yeah, I need some milling bits. It's funny thing is, I thought I'd got some bits. And I've looked where I stash my milling bits and I can't find them. I'll have one more look in the drawer behind me, I think. Just gonna have a look in here. I may have put some in here. Just can't remember. Right, well, I found something. That's one, but it's not the right size. So I may have some up here. I didn't think I could find them all, actually. Let's have a look. Right, hang on. What's this? Oh, look at that! Hang on, I've got to measure this now. Does it say on the box? I've got a smile on my face now because slot drill. Don't know what that is. Let's measure it. I've got my calipers. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Take my battery back out the other day. I bet it's flat already. Let's try it now. It's okay. It's okay. So let's just see what we got here. Is this looks bigger than 2 or not? Is it 2.9? 2.93. So that's a little bit bigger than I want. It doesn't give me enough thread to tap to. Right, we'll put that to one side. See if I got any more of these. I used to pick them up all over the place and just because I knew I'd need them at some point. Where there's one, there's always another. Can't see them. Come on. There has to be some more, surely. It's almost the right size as well, that was very almost. No, no more. Not in that one. What about the next one? Right, so I've got two. Two and one almost the right size. Oh, shame. Anyway. Right. What did it say? That's it. For milling polycarbonate on a CNC 6040 with a 2.5mm thickness. The best thickness. Okay, the best choice of bit would depend on factors. Yeah, quality of cut, speed of milling. Recommend end mill type, upcut, an upcut end mill. This is a good option as it helps clear the material effectively and prevents chip build-up. It also reduces the chances of polycarbonate melting due to the heat generated during cutting. However, upcut mills can leave rougher finishes on the bottom side. Right. Downcut end mill. This might be better if you need a cleaner top surface as it pushes the material down. Oh no, don't want that. Giving a smooth finish. La 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 la. Material of the bit. Carbide end mills. A carbide bit is typically preferred as it maintains sharper longer. For 2.5mm polycarbonate, a 1 to 2mm diameter bit should work well. No, it's misunderstanding me because that's the whole diameter, not the thickness. 6mm. 2 flute count. 2 flute are usually a good choice for plastic. So I need a 2 flute one. Well, that's a 4 flute one. Don't matter. Speed, you might want to moderate the spindle speed. Feed rate, a slow feed rate may help reduce heat buildup. Deep depth of cut, taking shallower passes. 0.2 to 0.5 can help. Yeah, I've already got that sorted. Right. Okay, so it's pretty much what I already know. Okay. Right, so 2 flute. 2.5. It needs to have a, well, at least to get through 6mm. So it's the price now. I'd rather buy a few of them that are cheaper quality. Because if you buy 1 or 2 and you break one, I don't want to be without any. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So these are 4 flute. So I might have to bite the bullet and buy a couple, perhaps. What are these ones? 2.5 bit diameter, solid carbide, coated. 4 bits for flute spiral. Milling and cutting with a 4mm. Sure, I'm sure the kit came with some of these initially. Right. 2 flute. Drill for aluminium. Aluminium, yeah. $7.99 prime. I don't suppose, right, that's £8 for one little thing. So you go on AliExpress, it's a lot cheaper, but yeah, it's gonna be, but you have to wait. 45-degree helix. End mill. Don't know. I suppose I just find them normally, and whatever I pick up I use, and normally wear them out. Just normally wear them out. Yeah. Right, so end mill. Let's take away the 2 flute. Just put CNC in there, see if it makes any difference. Right, so you get, how many did you get there? 2 of them? Needs to be able to drill at least 10 mil, I would have thought. Right, so it's showing me rounded ones, isn't it? Featured low to high. £4. Needs to be prime, really. Where's the prime one? That's prime price as well. A set of different ones now. 10 pieces, titanium carbide, end mill, engraving, milling, cutting, PCB for PCB. 1.8 inch shank, 2.5 millimeter. Right, engraving and milling, cutting. Right, okay. It's not prime though, is it? How can I tell it to do prime only? Prime only. How do we do prime? I suppose you just have to look for it. Right, let's just keep going down till I see something with prime on it. $9.99.
Sugar Echo Tokyo. Okay, there's the Lima 4, Sugar Echo Tokyo. So good evening, thank you. Your report is 5 and 7 to 8 on my dipole. No problem, it's a
corn, end mills. Yeah, 1/8 shank, tri-coated. How did you get? £3.37. How did you get? There's no prime on it though. Where's all the prime? I don't know how to use this program. Why can't I see prime stuff? Where's the filter options? It doesn't tell you. I don't want to see stuff I've got to wait days for. Prime. That's a weird looking one, isn't it? Cutting diameter, half-inch shank, 10 mil. No. Right, let's try it. End mill, prime. Does that tell you? No. Right, so end mill, 10 PCS. Source mapping. Right, so what's this? No, it's not. Right, okay. It wins, it's got me. So I'll go back to newest bestsellers. Go on then, bestsellers. Right, that's a range of them. 10 pieces, 1/8 shank, end mill, all different sizes. 10 pieces, 2.6 mil titanium. Coat carbide. Milling cutter, bits. Oh, it's not prime. Saturday the 22nd, that's no good. Right, so I keep going. That's no good. Don't really know what's a good deal on milling tools, no experience with them. So you have a CNC on site? Yeah, I've got a CNC, yeah, a small, it's only a small one. It's a Chinese CNC 6040. It does 600mm by 400mm, give or, well, take about 10, 12mm, 15mm. So hence the model has to be cut up into manageable pieces, so to mill them. That's why it's a little weird. And I'm laminating them to so they I can work with them. Basically you can build a whole car or anything. If you can design it in pieces that are manageable sizes, you could build anything. You can make them screw together and all sorts. So you could make body panels and everything, mill them out of aluminium with stepped, rebated so they fit together, then bolt them together. You could do crazy stuff. A lot of time you could spend on it, but yeah, you could build anything if you want. I've been trying to, well, one of my things to build was a Demesh droid, going way back. It's basically a droid, a domestic droid that just answers the door and charges itself up and does stuff in the house. But we're way past that now with these new robots they've got. So, what about them? What are they? 2mm by 9.5mm. That's okay, but the thinner you go, the more chance you got of snapping. How much you get? Source mapping. I think these source mapping are the cheap ones, aren't they? 5 pieces. Shank diamond coat garment, cutter right hand for PCB, plastic, fibre and wood. So they'd probably, oh no, are they at flat end mill? It's got to be flat. If you're doing pocketing, you need a flat end on it. Otherwise you just leave lines everywhere, so that's not going to do the trick. Oh yeah, Jetsons. Yeah, I've got some. I've probably got some footage actually. Let me find some footage. Right, so I didn't do any there. Just got to find. Where's my main? There's that much stuff here. Right, in there. Has that got footage? Let's have a look. Me milling. Where's the? Yeah, milled out aluminium and all sorts. Well, here's one. Alright. Here's me milling out some aluminium. A bit messy. You have to go around several times. I suppose what we ought to see is milling out plastic. Where's the plastic? Fan dipole. JPG MP4. There's some plastic. That's the wrong one. No. That's pictures. Here you go. Is me about to mill out some. That's about 6mm polycarbonate. That is. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Hang on. It's milling out. This is I call it a stay. It slides onto a cable and you lock the cable into it. Actually, it's a bit like your username. FS lock slide. So you slide it and lock it basically. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. These well, I got them here. I got them here, loads of them, made them. Right, so there they are. Some are milled out. Look at them. Yeah, and I haven't had to tidy them up, so on the Amiga case you can expect to see the ends of the plastic like that, so it's okay. It's alright, like these slide locks. You just saw it milling one of these slide locks. The idea of the slide lock is you push it up and down, and when you've got it in position, you just feed it around there. You pull it tight. Well, it's taut on bungees, and you can't move that. You can't move it. But if you want to move it and adjust it, you can just undo it, move it up, and lock it again. So then you're locked. I've still got that to put. I've got to put that. That's a project I've got to finish off once the weather warmed up a bit. Not that. So could it cut like that? Bulletproof acrylic. Yeah, it's cool. It should cut. I think it's polycarbonate that's bulletproof, isn't it? I don't think acrylic is, but maybe I'm wrong. Not that I need it. So that name, front side lock sight, is actually from British touring car racing. Yeah, nice one. Front wheel drive going sideways with the back tyres locked. Got you. I know what you mean. Should have realised, but yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's funny that that's a locking thing as well. Oh well, mad, innit? Anyway, yeah. So basically, when I mill the case out, it's going to look like that, exactly like that, really. It's just I usually use a 5mm diameter bit for cutting that out. But I wanted to make a neater cut and a closer arc and more square, so yeah, so I needed it to be more square on. So what are these? 2mm cemented carbide. Now they've got a scratchy top. We need to have a flat top. Maybe I'm asking too much. If you're cutting straight through, it doesn't matter. But if you're trying to pocket something, the ones I've used, they're just like these end mills. What's that one? 10 pieces, 1/8 shank. What are them? It doesn't look very flat on the end, does it? Yeah, it is flat, isn't it? So ABS, plastics, wood. Right, I think that's the one. Oh, can't get it for how long? In stock. Delivered to in stock. It's 23rd Sunday. I mean, out. That's a long time. They got any prime versions of it? Prime. These are the prime ones. Prime. Source mapping, 10 pieces, 3.1mm. No, it's too big. 2.7mm. No. Shank single flute. A single flute? Never tried a single flute. What are they used for? Tungsten single flute. Sharp edge, mirror polishing, high precision, fast chip removal. No, I don't think so. Don't think so. Right, let's keep going along this. Right, titanium coated, 2.2mm carbide, end mill. Engraving, 10 pieces, nearly 20 quid. £2 each, sort of roughly. 188 each. 2.7mm. 10 pieces, tungsten carbide. 1/8 4 flute. Probably don't need 4 flute for plastic, but you can use them for aluminium as well. They've got a long shank on them, 22mm. I like that, but it's not end mill, is it? It's not an end mill. So it says it's end mill. Yeah, it's end mill. Plastic and everything. Right, okay. Right, but now it doesn't mention. Go back a minute. Alright, so is that the one I've just seen? It says prime. That's the one I've just seen. There's no prime on here. 7 left in stock. That's the right idea, yeah. Plastic. Yeah. Yeah, that would probably work. 3.17. That's no good. It's got to be 2.5mm. Right, Shane. Hmm. 1 hour 36, right, okay. That needs to be prime. Rotary file, carbide deburrer now. Right, we're not getting very far yet. So let's try again. So, where's the prime ones? What's happened to the prime ones? Are they've gone, haven't they? Hey? Oh, that's it. 2.7, 2.2. 10 pieces, spiral bit edge, don't know. Not doing very good here. Trying to find some end mills so we can mill out the Amiga case.
Negative. Two lines of signal, rope signal at the moment, so maybe try again later. Calling CQ 40 meters around. Calling Italy, Zebra 3, Charlie Lima Echo, calling on 40.
2.2 mil. Beagles, tungsten, end mills, single flute.
Yankee, Florida, Canada. Good evening, thank you. In your 5x7 to 8, good copy.
Don't know whether a single flute would be any good.
In Southern Europe, the name is Marco. Mike Alpha Radio, Charlie Oscar Marco. Over.
.1mm titanium.
Okay, very well.
10 piece.
The QSD is a 2 flat, right?
Don't know.
Maybe condition of changing for a
It's not the sort of thing you can go down the shop for, this.
solution, but it's good. You're 5 and 7. Okay, microphone again to you, and please repeat again the name one more time. 2 Whiskey Zero, Yankee, Florida, Charlie, Italy, Zulu 3, Charlie, Lima,
Right.
over.
4mm shank. Single flute. Cut a bit. No. It's taking ages.
Okay, sorry. Okay, got it perfectly. Copy now.
Straight router bit trims. Right.
Very well. Okay, thank you so much, Joe, for the contact. Let me wish you a very good evening.
Okay, so 10 pieces, end mill, CNC. 2 flute. Right, what's this say? All deals. Prime. Prime video now. Right, so 1.8mm shank. 1 inch cutting length. It's not working out, is it? Where is the prime stuff? I wish I knew how to just show me the prime stuff. Featured. High to low. You're right, bestsellers. Bestseller's going to be prime because people want it quickly, probably. Nah, that's not working out for me, this one. Right, it's playing me up, isn't it? Oh well. That means I still haven't got any on order. I've come to a bit of a stop on this, haven't I? Let's close that off. Come to a bit of a stop. What a shame. Right, so I've got a 3mm probably, but unless I make all the holes M4. Make them all M4, maybe. Can't do that because some of the studs. I've also got to find some 5mm PCB standoffs as well. Yeah, I'll do that off. I'll do that offline. I think do it offline. Right, so it begs the question. So we've got to sort all these pins out. These are all. I think they're 3mm. You can't see that if I go into. Oh dear. Right. So these are 2mm, aren't they? Surely. Why can't that be measured? It's 2mm there, and then so the pin is 3mm. So drill them to 2mm or 2.5, and then you've got 0.5mm thread when you tap them. Or make the whole thing bigger, and then I could pot it with a milling bit I've got. So that one I've got's nearly 3mm. So that I could. But what I can't do then is fit the PCB stands. So the PCB stands here, these things, they're whatever size they are. They small thread on them, M3 I think they are. So if I drill it to 3mm, I'm not going to be able to tap it. So what I could do instead, I don't want to be yeah, I've got to tap it anyway manually. I'm milling out a pilot hole ready for the tap. And they're not 4mm, M4, they're oh, thank you. Yeah, live doom. Scrolling around trying to find something. Yeah, I mean, surely AI, you should just say, I want this, that and the other, and it come back how long it takes. I found this, that and the other, fits your criteria. Has anyone done AI selling yet? Are they? You just talk to it and it just finds it, or am I totally out of touch with it? Should be able to search, shouldn't it? Let's try it. Let's see if we can find it. You know. Let's see if it can find me. Right. Can you find me a 10 PCS 2.5mm 2 flute end mill with a 10mm or greater cutting depth to cut polycarbonate in the UK from Amazon Prime. Right, let's see what it says. I found several 2.5 flutes cutting, which each cutting depth. Right, so it can find some, but where are they? 10mm or greater, available prime. Here are some options. 2 flute. This end mill is designed for precision cutting. Error fetching the image, right? What about that one? No. No, that value price may vary. 2.5mm. Let's have a look at that one. Right, okay. Looks a bit naff. So, where is it then? How'd you get to it? There it is. Hootie.com. I don't want it off Hooties, I want it off Amazon. Oh well, it's a good idea, but it's not quite ready for that yet. Yeah, machine to rescue. Yeah, it didn't work out for me. So, this is the problem, we haven't got the bits to carry on working with it. I've got the design done. It's all done. I've got to mill out these plastics. They changed my design to go with what ones I've got. I mean, that's 2mm. Yeah, that's okay, because that's a 4mm tap, 4mm screw, 4mm. I can use the milling bit that's bigger to pot the hole, just like go down 1/2 mil, so I know where to drill it manually. But that's like hard work drilling it manually. Yeah. Sorry, I can't do that, Dave. Yeah. 2010 Space Odyssey. Yeah. HAL 9. Is it 9000? HAL 9000 computer. Yeah. Right. What time we got? 9 o'clock. I think I'm gonna call it a night on that. It's just I will try to, maybe if I log in properly into Amazon, maybe I need to find some lugs anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night for the stream. Next time probably stream is when I've got some plastics to mill, really. So probably might not be a stream tomorrow night. That's a shame. Anyway, unless there's something of it I can mill out that doesn't. Maybe I can mill some of it out with that one I've got that doesn't require anything too small. Maybe. But what about the stitching though of the plastics? These are 3mm. Stitching the plastics. I kept them to 3 because I don't want them to stick out too far. Anyway, that's gonna about do it for today. Thanks for watching and participating, and I'll catch you soon. And I'll leave it at that, I think. Yeah, I'm stuck on it at the minute. So we'll call it a time. I'm out of here now, and just so bye for now, and just catch you in a bit.
The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker. Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to the chord I carried. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.